welcome to Philosophy and Ethics News. I'm Alice and this is Molly.
Our first story today is about general revelation. We'll broadcast over to Mia to give us a definition.
General revelation. Well, this is when more than one person experiences God being revealed. Now over to Millie, who will give an example.
An example is of Jesus healing a blind man. Here is a clip to show you what happened.
Jesus heals a man who was born blind. John 9, 1-20. As Jesus went on his way, he saw a man who had been born blind. His followers asked him, "Teacher, whose sin made this man to be born blind? Was it the sin of this man or the sin of his parents?" The sin of this man or the sin of his parents did not make him to be born blind. He was born blind so the work of God could be seen in him. We must keep on doing the work of him who sent me while it is day. Night is coming when no man can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. After Jesus had said this, he spit on the ground. He mixed it with dust and put the mud on the eyes of the blind man. "Go and wash in the pool of the Siloam." While I am in the world, I am the light of the world.
Thank you, Millie. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, definitely not something you see every day. We have a small talk live with Jesus about the event. Mia, over to you.
Yes, I'm here with Jesus. How does it feel knowing that you can help the blind man?
It's a great feeling I can help people that need it.
You truly are a saviour. Back to the studio.
Thank you. Now our next story is about special revelation. What does special revelation mean, Millie?
Special revelation is only oneself experiences God revealing himself. A place of where this is known to happen is in Lourdes in France. Here is a short clip to show you what happens.
Catherine Latapie was the first person to be miraculously cured at Lourdes. She was healed of paralysis in 1858. Her spectacular cure was a test case that started an era of reported miracles that's lasted ever since. These claims have increased over the years and led to the setting up of a medical bureau at the Marian Shrine in 1905. The office studies cases of those who claim to have been miraculously cured.
We're
receiving on average 50 voluntary and spontaneous declarations a year. That works out at almost one a week.
About 10 of these declarations will go on to be fully investigated. The goal? To ensure the cure is genuine and there's no natural medical cause.
Of course, people get better here simply by being in Lourdes, taking effort, time and money to come here. It's normal that people will feel better for coming here, so I'm very prudent with each case.
Prudence is a key word for Dr. Tellier. It takes a minimum of 10 years to recognize if a person has been miraculously cured. The most recent certified miracle belongs to an Italian woman healed of a heart condition in 1952. The church formally recognized the miracle in 2005.
There are 3 phases: the claim of the patient, the work of the doctors, and the church's confirmation.
The work of verification is meticulous and complex. Research is carried out by Dr. Tellier and his medical assistants before being passed on to the church to make the final decision.
The cure must have taken place immediately, instantaneously, and without convalescence. These are important and distinctive criteria because they don't occur in the field of normal medicine.
Since the first Lourdes miracle in 1858, 8,000 claims have been made and registered by the Medical Bureau, but the number of genuine miracles is much smaller.
Depuis 149 ans,
In the last 149 years, only 67 miracles have been officially acknowledged by the Church. Therefore, less than 1% are recognized as genuinely miraculous. This proves that the Catholic Church doesn't run after miracles. She is always very prudent with these cases.
Physical miracles are an extraordinary phenomenon, but many other pilgrims make their way to Lourdes for moral healing or spiritual comfort. Less spectacular miracles, perhaps, but nevertheless important for those Catholics coming to the most important Marian shrine in Europe.
I'll go to an outside interviewer who will interview a man who fell through a wood chipper. Here with Martin Lower, who recently fell through a wood chipper. He believes that God saved his life. Martin believes that his guardian angels were looking down on him and making sure that he was okay, as he came out with barely any injuries. Martin will now speak of his injuries.
I just broke my leg and my arm, and I have a few cuts and bruises, but apart from that, I'm alright because my God saved me, and that's why I'm here today. Stop looking at me. That's why I'm here today, and it's all thanks to God.
Thank you, back to the studio.
Ending on a touching story, a family who have a small child called Elliot believe that God revealed himself through Elliot when he was first born. Here is Elliot's story.
Dear Elliot, right now you are 2 months from being born. We just found out that you have trisomy 18, also called Edwards syndrome. Doctors tell us that you won't likely make it to birth. Your mom and I are praying against that. We're praying for healing. We are praying for nothing less than a miracle. You're our first child, and the day of your birth couldn't come sooner. Dear Elliot, you were born today weighing in at 6 pounds. You are already a miracle to us. Your mom is doing well, and it looks like we'll be hanging out here at the hospital a little longer. Dear Elliot, today you turned 11 days old. We are so proud of you. Today we celebrated your 11th birthday. In fact, we do that every day at 4:59, the time you were born. Dear Elliot, we've been home for a week now, so that's why you don't see your nurses anymore. It's great to have you home. Today I think we'll pack up everything and take our first venture out for coffee. Dear Elliot, I don't know if you've noticed, but you're connected to some tubes. The doctors say we have to keep these in so you can get oxygen to breathe. You are also fed through a feeding tube. We feed you every 3 hours and it takes an hour and a half to do it. We've loved learning how to best take care of you. We love it. Lots of people email, call, and send cards on your behalf. You're well loved. It's 11 at night right now and my feeding shift has just begun. Mom is asleep and the best part of my day has begun. My shift ends around 4:45 a.m. when your mom takes over. She cherishes her mornings with her boy. Today you turn 1 month old. I didn't know if I'd ever get to say that. To top off the day, 20 friends showed up at the door for a true surprise birthday party for you. They sang, brought balloons, and a birthday cake. It was beautiful chaos. At 2 a.m. this morning, your feeding tube came out. We had been warned this may happen eventually. We quickly realized we did not have a stethoscope, which was necessary to replace the tube. Since our neighbor was a nurse, I went ahead and knocked on their door at 2:30 a.m. They found their stethoscope and your mom went to it. After much wrestling, praying, and your tears, the tube was down, and you were able to feed. Just so you know, your mom is my hero. Dear Elliot, you now weigh 7 pounds 3 ounces. You're growing and your food has been bumped up because of your good appetite. You continue to find new ways to steal our hearts. Dear Elliot, today marks 2 months of your life. Your mom and I are so thankful we know you. We know your face, your noises. We know that bath time and massage are your favorite daily activity. You finally learned how to suck your thumb by yourself. Because of trisomy 18, you were born with clenched fists, and being able to do this is actually quite difficult. Way to go, son. Dear Elliot, we celebrate your birthday every day with a picture. Lately, we've tried to get a bit more creative. Dear Elliot, I realize you can get frustrated with your tubes and your frequent congestion. Please know that your mom and I are doing everything we can to make you comfortable. Dear Elliot, well, you tipped the scales today at 8 pounds 14 ounces. Quite an accomplishment. You also have managed to grow a pretty decent mullet. Dear Elliot, we all got to go to a reunion at the hospital. I've never seen your mom more happy. The joy she felt getting to show off her son can't be described with words. In fact, she compared it to the way a mother would feel when her son becomes president or wins a Heisman or develops a cure for cancer. The logic of medicine says you shouldn't be alive, but you are. You are such a fighter. Dear Elliot, you have now passed the 3-month mark. You also got your first cordless pictures taken today. No feeding tube, oxygen, or stickers. This was no small accomplishment, but we got it done. Have I told you lately that we are so proud of you? Dear Elliot, today you went to be with Jesus. An underdeveloped lung, a heart with a hole in it, and DNA that placed faulty information into each and every cell of your body could not stop God from revealing himself through a child who never uttered a word. Not a pulpit, not a slick presentation, not a best-selling book, but a 6-pound boy with trisomy 18. God found great pleasure to take a lowly thing in the eyes of the world and show truth. At your funeral, we released 99 balloons, each balloon representing a day of your life. How beautiful it was to watch, how quickly they were gone. And so today, we celebrate. Elliot, you are well, and although we miss you more than we can express, we're only separated from you by our time left on earth. See you soon, son, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. This has been Millie, Mia, Alice and Molly reporting from the Philosophy News. Good day. Thank you. Now our next story is... Thank you. Now our next...
Special revelation is only a one-self experience, God revealing himself.
I'm here with Martin. Martin believes that it was...
Oh, Molly!